A driver notices something moving beside his car on the expressway. At first, it looks like a stray dog. Then he checks his speed, 100 kilometers an hour. And the thing is still keeping up. The driver slows down. The animal turns his head. It has a human face. Not distorted, not monstrous, just human. And before disappearing into the dark, it says, over the next few months, thousands of people across Japan will claim to see the same creature, a human-faced dog, running through Tokyo at night. And somehow, this became one of the biggest urban legends in modern Japanese history. The strangest part is not the monster. The strangest part is when it appeared. If you played the Yakuza games, you might have heard about the bubble era of Japan. It's one of the richest eras in Japanese history, but it also has a dark side. And this dark side gave rise to a Japanese monster. A monster that even I think is extremely weird.
Watch until the end.
The Jinmenken spread before social media existed. No internet, no smartphones, no viral clips, just rumors. School rumors, late night radio, magazines, television. And somehow that was enough. By 1990, people all across Japan already knew the story. But nobody could agree on exactly what the Jinmenken was. Some said it sprinted down highways faster than cars. Others claimed it hid in entertainment districts behind restaurants and bars, digging through garbage late at night. Most stories followed the same pattern. Someone sees a stray dog. They get closer. The dog slowly turns around. And the face isn't canine at all. It's human. Usually middle-aged, tired-looking, almost annoyed. Then it talks. That detail is why the story exploded, because those aren't the words people expect from a monster. It sounded more like somebody exhausted after work. So yesterday I was in Inokashira Park. Late at night, I saw a Japanese businessman sitting alone, just singing to himself. And not quietly, I mean very loud. The whole park could hear singing. I think that's what Japanese work culture does to you. It is so hard, it breaks you at some point. And I think this Japanese work culture in the late 1980s gave rise to a monster.
Subscribe.
The late 1980s in Japan looked unbelievable from the outside. The economy was exploding. Tokyo property prices became absurd. Japanese companies were buying famous buildings overseas, expensive artwork, luxury assets. For a moment, it felt like Japan's growth would never end. But daily life underneath the boom felt different. Workers were sleeping less, commuting longer, drinking with bosses after work almost every night. And during the richest moment in modern Japanese history, Japan already had a word for people collapsing from overwork, Karoshi, death from overwork. That existed before the bubble burst, not after, during it. And around the exact same time, stories about a burned out creature wandering Tokyo started spreading across the country. A creature that looked half human, half animal, avoiding people, living near garbage, running endlessly through the night, and constantly repeating the same thing. Leave me alone. If you watched my previous video about Kojisake Onna, you know the dangers of media. In the case of Kojisake Onna, one old woman's story about a monster she saw led to a nationwide panic, where schools were shut down, police organized, parents didn't let their children outside. Or the case of Mount Mihara, where one schoolgirl's death, jumping into a volcano, spawned 900 copycats. 900 people jumping into the same volcano just because they read a story about it. I think this case is very similar. The media spread the story until everybody knew about it.
so the rumor spread.
Like the video.
One reason that Jinmenken spread so aggressively was timing. Japanese TV in the late 1980s loved urban legends, and the story had everything: horror, comedy, shock value, and just enough realism to sound possible. Some researchers and writers later claimed the rumor may have been intentionally encouraged just to see how fast it would spread, which makes the story even stranger, because the Jinmenken may not have started as folklore. It may have started as a social experiment, and once television picked it up, the rumor escaped completely. Soon people were reporting sightings everywhere: highways, alleyways, school routes, parking lots, exactly like Kuchisake Onna a decade earlier. One rumor became national. Then the country started seeing it everywhere.
But before you think it's all fake, there are actually sightings that go back to the Edo period of Japan. It might not be all fake. It might not be all exhausted workers in the bubble era. It might not be all media spreading disinformation.
Leave a comment.
But the idea itself was older than the bubble economy, much older. There are records from the Edo period describing human-faced dogs being displayed as oddities in Tokyo, which means the 1998 Jinmenken wasn't entirely new. Japan already had the image buried somewhere in its cultural memory. The bubble era just gave it a new personality. Not violent, not demonic, just exhausted. That's probably why the legend survived. The Jinmenken never really behaves like yokai. It behaves like somebody who had psychological burnout so hard they stopped caring about other people completely. And honestly, it may have been more relatable than frightening.
But before you think the Jinmenken is real, there's some important information you might want to hear. So there are some stories dating back to the Edo period about the Jinmenken. One story is in 1810 where a baby is born from a puppy with a human face. The reason why it was born with a human face is because back then there was a superstition that claimed that syphilis patients could cure themselves by having sex with a female dog. And from the result, a puppy was born with a human face. So basically this is where the Edo version comes from. This was a sideshow curiosity that people actually paid to see. So this is something that apparently actually existed. Also, another theory of the origin of the story is that the 1980 boom only happened because an actor, a Japanese actor, Matoba Kochi, claimed that he actually invented the story with his friends and spread the rumor himself. Another theory is that the comedian Tanaka Yuchi, he said on a radio show that he deliberately spread the rumor as an experiment, basically to show to Japanese people how easily a rumor can spread. The first appearance of the Jinmenken was actually on a magazine called Pop Teen Editor, and basically this comes from this comedian. But let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think the Jinmenken is real or not? So don't forget to subscribe and like the video right now. And if you liked the video so far, also don't forget to support me on my Patreon.
The bubble collapsed. Stock prices crashed. Property prices fell for years. And the mood of the country changed with it. Eventually, the Jinmenken disappeared too. Because urban legends usually reflect the anxieties of the period that created them. And maybe that's why the story still feels strange today. Not because of the human face, not because it could talk, but because of every possible thing this creature could have said. The only thing it wanted was to be left alone. And in 1998 Japan, a lot of people probably understood exactly what it meant.
So that was today's video. If you liked this video, don't forget to press like. Also don't forget to subscribe. So my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers until the end of the month. So please help me with it. Every subscriber counts. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to share and support me on my Patreon. If you like this video, I got more videos just like this. I made a whole playlist. The link is in the comments below, so just click it and you can watch other videos just like this.